Welcome to you all. Namaste. Let us close our eyes. We begin our spiritual Sunday discourse. Please relax. We pray, O Lord, omnipresent God, abiding in all of us, abiding in the entire universe. We try to be grateful to you. Grateful again and again and again. Bless us, protect us. We bow down mentally to all sages and saints of all the religions. And I bow down to my Kriya Yoga masters. May they bless us, may they protect us, and I bow down mentally to all of you. May this study, this discourse help us, inspire us. May there be no confusion among us. Om Amen. Again, welcome. I'm here with my name. First is Swami Chidrupananda Giri. And greetings from Gurudev's room here in Homestead, in the Mother Center of Kriya Yoga. And I have another story for you all. We can contemplate today on the story. It is from The Pebble of the Pond, written by our Guruji. So, relax, sit comfortable, stay focused on your breath, and let us begin. So, we always hear our masters emphasizing that spiritual life is a life of happiness, a life of comfort, not physical comfort, but divine comfort. It's a life of real happiness, real freedom, a real abundance that never goes away from us. And we all in the world, we try in many ways to achieve this happiness, some freedom, some peace, some abundance. We all try in our own different ways. So in this process, sometimes we feel also frustrated, depressed, and so on. All kinds of emotion we can perceive on this path. And one may think, I'm trying so hard, I meditate every day. I try to be a good person. I try to change my emotions, my anger, my jealousy. But still, I feel sad. I feel low energy. I feel like I don't progress on my path. Instead of feeling more light and released, I feel more negative thoughts in me. What is wrong? And I change the place where I lived, and I try to find new people around me, new friends, still the same problems hunting me. What's wrong? What's wrong? Or is everything right? Let us contemplate. Here is the story from Guruji. Once upon a time, like always, there were two ants. Both of them, they were sisters. And as it so happened, one ant lived in one corner of the country and the other one lived on the opposite corner of the country. And since there was such a great distance between them, between the houses, they were rarely meeting each other, seeing each other. They had no opportunity really to meet or to visit each other. But one day by chance, it happened they meet each other after a very, very long time. And so one sister, she was really strong and she was healthy and she was always smiling. And the other sister, she was weak. She looked depressed and she looked really miserable. Now, the cheerful aunt sister, she asked, "Oh, my dear sister, please tell me what's wrong. You look so weak, so unhappy. Don't you get enough food where you live?" And so the other sister replied, "Oh, unfortunately, I live on the salt mountain." That's what she said. Everything is salty here, including the people are salty I have to deal with. So, because I never taste anything sweet, my body is now so weak in this weakened condition. But you seem so happy in such a good health condition. How did you do that? What's different? How? Tell me. So the cheerful sister, the aunt sister, was really concerned about her salty aunt sister. Hearing so, she replied, "My sister, I'm very sorry. I'm very sad to hear your story. Things where I live are very different here. I live on a mountain of sugar. Everything is so sweet, especially all the people are sweet here." And then the sugar ant added, why you think, why you not come with me? Let's live together now. Leave your salty hands, come with me and with me sugar mountain and we live together. So the sweetness will improve and your health and you will increase and you will be happy also, like me. The sister was thinking, the salty sister was thinking, and she said, "All right." I quickly gather my clothes, my stuff, my belongings, and so they moved on to the sweet mountain. But what happened? Even there, the salty and sister continued wearing gloomy face. Still, she was weak. Nothing really happened. The cheerful sister noticed this. So she discovered the reason why. Ants by nature have the habit of always hoarding something. Following her hunch, she asked, "My dear sister, my gloomy sister, what happened? Open your mouth. Let me look just inside." And so the salty ant sister opened her mouth, and guess what was inside? A piece of salt. Big piece of salt neatly was tucked in some corner under her tongue. And so the loving sweet sister offered some advice to her. "Please, my dear, get rid of that salt piece in your mouth, and surely you will taste sugar also. As long as you hold on to your salt piece in your mouth, it will be always overshadowing the sweetness of sugar." Hearing this, the sister reached in. She agreed, and so hearing so this, and the salty sister reached into her own mouth, and quickly she threw out the salt. And just in a very short time, the salty ant was transformed with a big smile appearing on her face. So this is this story which we were contemplating on today. The Master has said he gave us the answer about this fundamental problem, this what is salty and head. All suffering. Why is there suffering? Because all suffering is because of ignorance. I don't know, or I know something, but not everything. So half knowledge, the cause of suffering. True knowledge is the means to remove the darkness or the ignorance in us. And so, since in the scriptures you can find it also stated in the Amrita Bindu Upanishad, the second verse says that Manusyanam Karanam Bandha Mokshayoho. The cause, the mind is the cause of bondage as well as of liberation. Manusyanam. Anyway, so let's contemplate. It is important to understand this message of the story. So there were two ants. One was salty, the other one was sweet. The salty ant wanted to change her life. She left the place. She went to the sugar mountain. Nothing happened. No change. What can we learn? We learn that outer change is not really the real solution for our happiness. To find happiness is not really true, since happiness is already within us. What we need is inner change. Being in the best place, being in an holy place, in a temple, in an ashram, it will not make us really happy unless we have change within. So the solution is one has to change one's inner environment. Paramahamsa Yogananda Giri, one of our masters, said, if you want to be sad, no one in the world can make you happy. But if you make your mind to be happy, no one and nothing on earth can take that happiness from you. Let's remember, the sugar ant went to the salt mountain but remained unhappy. Sorry, she remained happy. So, whereas the salty ant went to the sugar mountain, but she remained salty. How could the salty ant change? Only through her personal change, as we mentioned it before. We have to create our own environment. Guruji said, the human mind is an inner instrument, a powerful tool which has immense potentialities for shaping one's life for perfection, bringing heavenly joy or creating a hellish and miserable life through disturbing and distracting thoughts. Mana eva manushyanam, that's the verse, karanam bandha mokshayoho. Mind is the cause of bondage, mind is the cause of liberation. So, why we get stuck in our old habits, our negativities, which represent the soul piece within us? Why are we not getting out? But instead of trying so hard, let's understand a little bit about this problem, the mind problem. So, mind is just a few things about our mind. Mind is just a flow of thoughts. Mind needs nourishment. Mind gets its nourishment from the sense organs, from the outer world. If there is no nourishment, no experience, the mind does not exist. Let's see, I give you an example. Since mind is a flow of thoughts, you should have thoughts about something after you have experienced it. But here's the example that it is not the mind on its own needing the help of experience. So first think of a O apple. Think of an O apple, a beautiful fruit. Now there are some people who join this satsang here. They will immediately, if they watch their mind, they will get a flow of thoughts. Some of you listening, hearing O apple, think, looking at their mind, not really seeing any thoughts arising in the memory. So this is the proof that we first need an experience, a direct experience through our sense organs, or indirect experience through the sense organs by hearing, seeing in a book, reading in a book, for example. So and now I tell an O apple, you are hearing for the first time about this O apple, those who don't know the O apple. An O apple is an elephant apple that the elephant can eat and also human beings can eat. And we cook it, we have it here in our ashram. It grows in our ashram. And those who have seen it, they will now remember there's a tree in our backyard. It is a fruit that looks green, yellowish, like an apple, and the elephant is eating it. And we also can eat it. This much. Now, this is the thing. Since we are born, we experiencing on and on and more information go in our memory. Good experiences, bad experiences, that depends on our own judgment, but they are all in our memory. So, but now the problem, what is the problem? If I go to a new place like this sugar and went to the salt mountain, she had very good experiences in her memory, whereas the salty ant went to the sugar mountain. She had all these salty experiences, the salty peopleness, the sadness, the gloomness, which she had experienced in her past life, past years. She took it over there. Now being in that new place of the sugar mountain, still these impressions were within her, and they were not letting go. She now tried to be happy, but constantly these thoughts were coming up into her presence. Guruji said it is our memory of the past along with our mind functioning in the present which helps us to move, to walk, to talk, to discuss, and make decisions. The memories of the past experiences are those used by our mind for present circumstances. The past experiences are those used by our mind for present circumstances. Consequently, at that moment, past and present are linked together, and that happened to this salty ant. She was there. She linked her salty experiences together with her sugar experiences at present together. And so, since her past experiences in her memory were so strong, she could still not enjoy the sugar at present. So let's understand. The way we have to change our life in order to be a new person means we have to let go the past. Attachment to our past experiences will never allow us to be a happy person. So, if we understand how powerful our memory is, impacting our present moment, the way our destiny, the way we are sent into it in every new moment, and then when we really understand how powerful our memory can make us feel miserable or happy, if we really feel it, then the thought may arise, why I not really try to be more conscious of these thoughts? And if I believe that I have a free will, I have the ability, a God-given opportunity to change my life, why am I not using it? To be now onwards on, be more conscious of my own thoughts, to monitor them and to see which type of thoughts are impacting me and making me feeling miserable. So even the scientists have find out that how each thought in our brain causes a reaction. A great thought, a joyful thought, turns on somehow some set of circuits in our brain that fires in a very specific sequence pattern and combination, and then it produces another level of mind in us, which again turns on another part of the brain, and that part of the brain makes another chemical, which is powerful and can feel exactly the way we are just thinking joyfully and happy, or depressed, angry, upset, etc. So it is proved by scientists that every thought is very, very powerful. And we have the free will. We are not slave of our destiny. We can change our thoughts if we want. So there is a process involved, and this process is of 3 states. Remember, the first state, it's desire. The first state is number 1, awareness. If I am living with my mind, there are many people in the world who don't know that they have a mind. They are completely enslaved of their negative thoughts and suffering unconsciously their own mental thoughts. So the first step is I notice that I have all these thoughts in myself. They are there, they are coming, they are going, they are sometimes strong, they are sometimes not there. There are moments where I don't feel them. And mostly I feel them when I sit down and I have nothing to do. Then I feel these thoughts. If I am focused in some work, I feel all right. But when I want to sit down and meditate, suddenly all these thoughts arise. And my mind is crazy. I can't even hold anymore. They are painful thoughts. I can't hold them anymore. And so I get up and I leave my meditation. So the first step is to be aware of it. Then, as we said, the second step is I have the desire. I have the desire. I want to change these thoughts. I can create a new environment in myself. God gave us the free will, not just to torture us. God gave us the free will to change our environment and also to help others with this, with our own transformation, to help others to transform their life. For example, somebody is sick. Instead of being worried, thinking, oh my God, what will happen? What will happen? What will happen? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Instead of that, I should be aware that I now have the power to pray for that person. I have the power to send good thoughts to this person. And these powers, as it is proved already from science, they can travel faster than light. They can reach a person and they can help the person. And the more I believe in it, in my own thoughts, that they can help me, they also will be able to help others. So I have the freedom to do something with my mind and not use it for destruction, but to construct it and to be helpful for others. Prayer, meditation, we all can use our mind in a certain way. So let's say when I meditate, what to do there? When thoughts are coming, I'm not fighting them anymore. Instead of entertaining them, these negative thoughts, thinking about them again and again, they will become even more stronger. Since these thoughts again are a new experience in myself, they are getting feeding the memories. Sorry, I hope you understand. Since I experience these miseries in myself and I am entertaining them consciously, getting entangled in them, I am I'm feeding again my memory. And so these thoughts can now become even more stronger. So that's why we say it. If I want to be free from these impressions, I have to practice something. What to practice? Think positive. We have the opportunity. Patanjali in the Yoga Sutra mentioned that you can think at the time of a rise of negative thoughts, you can think right away a positive thought. Let's say a thought is coming that is hunting you, and halfway you notice it that it wants to be completed, you can change it now. Right away think of the opposite. Think of something good. And therefore, these thoughts, it is the beginning of these thoughts to become weak. It is a process of slowing down gradually. It is not achieved in one day. It is not achieved by thinking once. It is achieved by practicing it again and again and again. And it needs again and again my own desire, my own effort. Of course, if I accept the spiritual path, there is a trick. It can be easier. The more I believe that God is with me, the more I believe and I feel within myself that God is always supporting me and He will take away all the loads from myself if I accept it. But if we begin and we don't have seen God, we don't know God, we have a little experience, still we walk together, me and God, and so God can help us much more than I try everything on my own. You should be aware of this. But finally, the seeker is tired of trying and trying. And the easiest way is just to say, oh God, help me. You are my mother. You are my everything, and you can do it for me in a moment's time. Take it away. So this is another way of practicing it. So that is there are different methods for each person, and it can change in course of time. So you are to choose whatever you do. You have the free will. You can choose it. The way is to be on guard. In the Bible it is said it is constant alertness needed. In the Kriya Yoga practice we know how to be aware of this by watching the breath, by staying more in the fontanelle. We are becoming conscious more and more of our flow of thoughts. But if you're not able to stay in the fontanelle, just watch your breath again and again and again, and you will also be aware of your mind, flow of thoughts. So the second step was first to apply, to practice again and again. Once you know the theory, you have to try, you have to try, you have to try. Theory is not enough. Like Gurudev said always, 1 ounce of practice is better than 1,000 tons of theory. Take one breath, remember God. He can help us in a moment's time. Or think some positive thoughts. And remember, those who meditate, their mind is even more powerful. If you pray a positive thought during your meditation, during your practice, especially after meditation, these thoughts surely will have a big impact on someone's life. So Yogananda Ji was telling why it takes so much time to manifest the things that we want. Because he said, why? Because our words are, in most people, are lifeless. Because they are automatically put forth into the ether, in the space, without being impregnated with the soul force. So this you can apply also to your mind. If your mind is, if you don't have faith, strong belief that you have the willpower to send atom bombs of thoughts into the world, then your change is very little. But remember, the law of karma works for everyone in the same way. Whatever you give, you will receive. One thought will cause many other thoughts. If you have faith, you will get the result. If you have no faith in God, you will get the result. Every thought that you think will multiply. Good thoughts will multiply. Bad thoughts will multiply. If you want to change your life, you, in a good way, you have to think only good. No way to complain. If you complain, it is a negative thought. And unconsciously, many people complain and they repeat it again and again until it became a habit. I have seen people in life, they naturally complain. The more you practice thinking negative, it will become a habit, and it is very natural to think all the time negative. And your life will become, at the end of your life, the end of your age, very, very miserable. But now is the time to change. It is never too late. You have the choice. You can think just now, in this moment only. This behavioral change goes through 3 stages. The first stage is conscious incompetence. You struggle to learn. It is very difficult to think positive for some people. Very easy to think negative for some people, but difficult to think positive. But you have to begin. So the first step is conscious incompetence, like when you type on a board. When I was trying to type, I didn't do a course. Those who know, they try typing courses, they know it feels very difficult. You have to focus so much and you're not succeeding sometimes for some time. You have to look again and again and you fail to type the wrong letters on the keyboard. But finally, it becomes better. We have to allow this process to unfold naturally in us. So the first stage, incompetence, conscious incompetence. Second stage, conscious competence, where we feel now I am making progress. I feel all right. I have competence in my work, in my thinking, in my positive thinking. And I feel that I more and more proceed. It is more natural, more and more. I pick it up all the time when a negative thought arises. Immediately I pick it up. And slowly I feel my negative thoughts are almost nothing. I'm just in positive thoughts more and more. The third stage, or let's give you one more example, like come back to the typing. After some time you're so competent that you begin not to look at the keyboard. You're typing more and more without even looking at the keyboard. You can look at the screen at the same time you're typing, but still you're doing many mistakes and you feel there doubts are there. Doubts. Am I right? And so the third stage, when we practice and we don't give up, we continue to practice and practice and practice, typing every day for some time. We can reach a state where we now can perform the typing without even looking at it. Looking just at a screen, looking somewhere, we can type without any mistake. So we have, let's conclude. We can be what we want. It is our free choice as an individual. Every moment is free will. You can be what you want to be, but you have to focus on it. Look forward. Repeat again and again. Practice again and again, and surely you will reach the destiny. There is no doubt. The law of karma is supporting you, surely. The law of God omnipresent, the law of karma of the omnipresent God is working for everyone in the same way. For the murderer, for the saint. As you think, so you become. Yat bhavam tat bhavati. As you think, so you become. If you want to be successful, you have to struggle. Accept it. Never give up. Natural accept it. If you fight with it, what can you change? Just now. Every time is only now. Practice as you wish. Thank you all. Now, we practice together meditation. Silent meditation will be at some point. We have to prepare this state with a general meditation. I invite you to be part of it. And remember, mind is not cooperating. Sit comfortable in your place. If mind is not cooperating, Just let us pray now in this moment. God is willing to help. Oh God, bless us, help us. We want to meditate. We want to feel our true nature. Please allow us to experience it in this general meditation. You are the merciful one, God. Reveal thyself, reveal thyself. Sitting straight in your meditating posture. Eyes are closed, always spine straight. Eyes are closed. Attention within, between the two eyebrows, concentrate. Feel the presence of your breath. It is also the presence of God, the gross breath. Just watch it. Natural, relaxed state. No cramping. It's very easy to watch the breath. Just pay again attention, again and again attention on breath. If thoughts are coming and arising, no need to fight with these thoughts. Just make sure you're focusing more on your breath. Concentration is the key. Practice again and again, watching breath. The more you can focus on the breath, the more concentration you will have. The less you will feel the thoughts. Just try. One inhalation, another exhalation, always back to the breath. Now God has given us a technique to improve our concentration. We will now take a deep inhalation through the nose. Inhale, slow, long, deep. Hold the breath, and wherever you are, bend down your body as much as you can. Then exhale and breathe slow, long, deep. Then normal conscious breath. Stay between the two eyebrows, watching there, the inner space. Some attention on breath. More awareness is naturally in the inner space by bending down the head. Watch. Some can feel the subtle breath. Whoever feels this breath, stay with it. No expectations, just watch the breath in the inner space. Then again, take one more deep inhalation. Again, holding the breath, and slowly sit up and back to your meditating posture. And again, exhale, slow, long, deep. Normal conscious breath. Staying between the two eyebrows, spine straight, eyebrows raised. Stay and watch. Meditation is to find out the real purpose of life. Changing the mind is not enough. We have to go beyond the mind. The question, inner question, is who am I? Between the two eyebrows, stay there. Ask within, who am I? Reveal thyself, O Lord. The breath is the means to find the way. The breath leads to awareness of the mind, but you have to go beyond the mind. Let us change the breath. There's another technique to change the breath. Slow, long, deep breath. We will practice together for some time. Slow, long, deep breathings. If possible, we will breathe equal in breath length. I will guide you. Again, comfortable. Sit straight. Tension between the two eyebrows. We will practice from this place. Let us begin. Please exhale, slow, long, deep through the nose. And again, inhale, slow, long, deep through the nose. Exhale, slow, long, deep through the nose. Oh God. Inhale, slow, long, deep through the nose. Om love. Exhale, slow, long, deep through the nose. Again, inhale, slow, long, deep, love. Exhale, slow, long, deep through the nose. Om God. Inhale, slow, long, deep. Om God. Exhale, slow, long, deep through the nose. Om peace. Inhale, slow, long, deep. Om God. Exhale, slow, long, and deep. Om peace. Again, inhale, slow, long, deep. Om peace. Exhale, slow, long, deep. Om love. Inhale, slow, long, deep. Om peace. Exhale, slow, long, deep. Om God. Again, inhale, slow, long, and deep. Om peace. Exhale, slow, long, deep through the nose. Om peace. Slow, long, deep. Inhale. Om God. Exhale. Slow, long, deep. Om God. And one more time. Inhale. Slow, long, deep. Om peace. And then exhale. Slow, long, deep. Om peace. Normal breath. Remain with eyes closed. Sitting straight. Focusing between the two eyebrows. In the inner space, calmly watch. All the tension in the body let go. Then, no need to focus on your body. No need to even watch your breath. Just stay within, in your inner space or sky. A vast sky, vast space. No need to think. No need to imagine any space. Just watch inside that space and there meditate silently for some time. If thoughts arise, again make sure you're looking at the space inside, an effortless state, witness state. Silently meditate for some time. and inner peace, maybe some calmness. Bring slowly some attention back to the breath, but stay in the inner space. Inner question, who am I? I am the experiencer. The consciousness living in this body, watching all the thoughts from morning till evening, watching the unreal I from morning till evening, blessing the real I, the unreal I from morning till evening. Let us pray to God and Gurus, to the Masters. O God, O Gurus, O Masters, please bless us, protect us. You have given us this life, O God. It is your life, but you gave me the freedom to do something with it. And I will try my best to do so, to use it not just for myself, but also to help others through good thinking, positive thinking. Mind is the tool. I want to make it useful in a positive way. Bless me with that strength. Support me with that strength. My life is not just for my life, it is for others. We pray for all the people in the world. Oh God, bless them all. Let everybody be happy in this world. Those who are suffering, those who are not suffering, those who like us, those who don't like us, our friends, our enemies. Everybody be happy. Everybody be realized. No one shall remain in sorrows, in sufferings. Bless them, O Lord. Let everybody be seeing auspicious things in this beautiful creation. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Amen. God bless you all. Meditate, 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 as Gurudev used to say. Meditate, meditate, meditate. Om.